the green flag. There'll be 13 laps to go. So here is Kyle Busch. They start to work to the left, and just as the cars straighten out, they hit that restart zone. NASCAR starter Greg Harris has the green flag in his hand. He's waving it. Up the straightaway they go, 2 by 2, the first 6 rows.
I'd say the odds about 50-50 that we'll make it through turn number 1 unscathed here again. 3 wide, 4 wide, as usual, coming up the hill. William Byron to the outside. Kyle Busch on the bottom. Busch will lead off turn number 1. Everybody so far smoothly down the hill and into turn 2.
Let's see who comes out with the lead. It looks like it's still Kyle Busch, as he's got a gaggle of hungry racers behind him there. Down into the S's here with that sun low in the sky. It goes Kyle Busch. Christopher Bell, 2 car links back. William Byron gets by at 3rd. Up to 4th, A.J. Allmendinger. Tyler Reddick is at 5th as Bell sets up Kyle Busch in turn 6A. Busch holds him off. 2 wide. Reddick to the outside of Allmendinger, trying to work on that 4th spot.
Kyle Busch is off to a great start today.
Big pile up here in that turn 6A as one car, as the Ty Gibbs machine spins around. It looked like more cars piled in, but it stays green.
And here's the leader, Kyle Busch, through turn number 12, up to 13. It's about a car length and a half back to the second place of Christopher Bell. William Byron is there. A.J. Allmendinger is there. Shane Van Gisbergen trying to make a move on Tyler Reddick. Can't get anything done. Here's the leader again, Kyle Busch through turn number 15, up through the gearbox as they head to the bridge.
Kyle Busch trying to run away and hide from the rest of the field. Christopher Bell not letting that happen as of yet. William Byron now begins to lose pace in 3rd. Bumper cars further back. 3 wide off turn number 17. Noah Gregson went to the inside of Tyler Reddick. Ross Chastain was there, and Shane Van Gisbergen able to pick up a spot. They continue to race wheel to wheel to 20.
It'll be 12 laps to go this time by as the field hits the front straightaway. Kyle Busch only a car length ahead of Christopher Bell. Then it's William Byron, A.J. Allmendinger, and a big battle for 5th. Just 2 car lengths of separation as they come up to the top of the hill, all the way down to first gear. Kyle Busch leads. Chris Bell is right on his back bumper. Busch protects the bottom. Bell looks high. Now Busch moves up to block, and they are nose to tail.
And they are still nose to tail as they head into the S's with a headlight put to the right by Christopher Bell. Kyle Busch thwarts that advance. There's only a car length or less between them. It's 4 car lengths back to 3rd place William Byron as A.J. Allmendinger's gotten free into the 4th spot. Up front, Kyle Busch guides it into 6A. Looks very smooth exiting it. Into the short chute he goes as he brings Christopher Bell with him, still a car length apart.
Top 5 cars have got a good bit of separation. The closest battle, you got to go back there where Noah Gregson is alongside Ross Chastain, who mows the yard out in the grass. He'll lose a couple of spots there. Meanwhile, up front, into turn number 13 comes Kyle Busch. A half a car length back is Chris Bell. 3 car lengths back to William Byron. Then you look, it's A.J. Allmendinger. Those cars racing down to the bottom of the racetrack in turn number 15. Now up through the gearbox once again. Only a half a car separates first and second.
Solid race here in the closing laps of this one. Kyle Busch and Christopher Bell at the front of the field. Further back, it is full contact racing. Teammates Ross Chastain, Shane Van Gisbergen, Chase Elliott in the mix, Todd Gilliland, Alex Bowman, and Ryan Blaney trading paint all the way through 16, 17, and 18. If they get through turn number 19 without a mark on the car, it'll be a miracle. They make it through the corner. Now set up for turn number 20 as they race back to the sunshine.
As they work their way down the front stretch, that battle way behind the leaders. Chastain now leading SVG door to door. It's Gilliland and Elliott as they work up to 1.
And several of those drivers in the most recent caution came in and got fresh tires. Those who did not are in trouble. The leaders now are again in turn 2.
And the leader is still Kyle Busch. Christopher Bell, very aggressive, getting right next to him there. Coming through turns 2 and 3. He's caught him in the S's. Christopher Bell is right up to the rear bumper of Kyle Busch for the lead. As Busch takes him over turn 6 of the lead. Bell's going to diamond out, ankle to the inside, put a nose inside, and can't quite make the pass. Kyle Busch cuts him off, and William Byron closes in 3rd.
Here comes Christopher Bell. He is after that lead from Kyle Busch. They'll race hard into turn number 12. Here's Busch down through the gearbox. He'll make his move up off the corner as he heads to 13. Bell not able to do anything with him in turn 12. Here they come into 13. Can Bell make any kind of progress there? No, the answer is Look a little further back, there's William Byron. Those top three cars have really broken away from fourth place A.J. Allmendinger. Here comes the leader once again. Kyle Busch up off of turn number 15 to the EchoPark Bridge.
Making his way to driver's right. Over the red and white rumble strips goes the leader, Kyle Busch. Following in his every tire track is second place, Christopher Bell. William Byron keeps pace in third, albeit 6 car lengths in arrears. In now, turn number 19. Top three, gap A.J. Allmendinger, who looks in the mirror and sees now a challenge coming up on the back bumper for that number 4 position, courtesy of Tyler Reddick.
Two drivers who have been denied at Circuit of the Americas over the past few seasons. Kyle Busch and Christopher Bell will chase each other up the hill, but don't look now. Last year's winner, William Byron, close in third.
He's certainly lurking, and he's now closing. He's narrowed that gap between himself and second place Christopher Bell to just a handful of car lengths. Bell once again goes to work on Kyle Busch as Busch wiggles inside, outside, trying to maintain that lead.
Kyle Larson's car has spun on the racetrack and has stopped for now, but the leaders are in the S's as we see Kyle Busch just shimming right over the rumble strips here through turns 3, 4, 5, and up over turn 6. Bell's going to try to pass him again. He closes in. He breaks later, but Kyle Busch exits wide and keeps the lead through the short chute over to 6B with William Byron 4 car lengths behind.
Credit Chris Bell with not getting into the quarter panel of Kyle Busch. He had an opportunity to, and he didn't. Now they work into 12. Here's once again Christopher Bell just right off the bumper of Kyle Busch. They'll head to turn number 13. William Byron has now firmly gotten into this mix with these 3 cars. Only about a car length and a half separate second and third. Here's once again the leader down into turn number 15. Kyle Busch working his car hard over to the left, back up through the gearbox, but Christopher Bell is right behind him.
They are still nose to tail, first and second. Playing the role of Pac-Man is third place, William Byron. He's gobbling up the real estate, beginning to close in on that lead duo now. Under braking in turn number 19. Both drivers at the front of the field kick a little dirt in the air. No harm, no foul. They head to 20.
Kyle Busch will lead them to that final turn, cuts that hard left-hand turn, uses up as much racetrack as he can. He continues to hold Bell off. Just 9 laps to go here at COTA.
On the run to the end of stage 2, C. Bell was good for the first several laps of that run, and he close to the back bumper of Busch. Busch, however, was good at the end. Almost gets into the back end of Busch, and Bell has to lock up the binders. That opens the inside lane. Looks like Bell and Byron will race side by side out of turn 2 for second.
As Kyle Busch scoots away, last week's winner Christopher Bell was chasing the lead. Now he's holding on for dear life to second place. Here comes the Raptor Chevy. Claws out. William Byron in third. Climbing into City of the Hill at turn 6. Downshifting a little bit does Byron. Braking a little later does he as well. But Bell will stay in second. Kyle Busch a 3 car length lead.
Kyle Busch exits 6B hard in the throttle, fast as he can into turn number 12. William Byron trying to get up to that second place battle with Christopher Bell. Bell has got about a 4 to 5 car length space between he and the leader. Here once again, Kyle Busch through turn number 13, hammers back down, touches that rumble strip in the turn number 14. Now they're turn 15, back to the left, hard as he can go. Chris Bell is there, and William Byron is all over the 20 car.
A little breathing room now for race leader Kyle Busch, if you can call 3.5 car lengths that much breathing space. Busch will take it, however. Bell, after the misfortunate overdrive of turn number 1 that Rob Albright described perfectly, is on the rebound now. He's now beginning to run back down the race leader, Kyle Busch.
It'll be 8 laps to go this time by as they exit turn number 20. Kyle Busch, the advantage over Christopher Bell is 0.2 seconds, 1.2 to William Byron. Tyler Reddick was the fastest on the track, but he's 3.9 seconds back.
I just have to wonder if perhaps Christopher Bell, locking up those brakes, may not have flat spotted the tires. He's still at about a 4 car length deficit so far, not able to narrow it any more than that. A similar margin back to the third place car of Byron, 8 car lengths back to Tyler Reddick.
And it's still about equal separation between the top 3. That's Kyle Busch, Christopher Bell, and William Byron. They're the ones in the fight right now as they go through the S's. Christopher Bell gets to them a little better and more aggressively than the leader Busch does as Busch kicks up some dirt exiting turn 6. Bell gets right up to his rear bumper again. Definitely carries more speed through 6A, tries it again at 6B, but Kyle Busch still with a 1 car length lead.
Christopher Bell tries to narrow that up between he and Kyle Busch into turn 12. 12 they go. Hard left-hand corner. Down through the gearbox. Now back up one shift as they work their way up to 13. Let the car out to driver's left. Now back over to the right in 13. Bell is there. Half a car length back. But he slides his car through that curb, through that corner just a moment ago. Here's the leader, Kyle Busch, once again through 16. Only about a half a car length separate them. 3 car lengths back to the third place of William Byron.
Very deliberate with his racing line through turn 16 is Kyle Busch. Even better is second place Christopher Bell. He chops off another half car length. Oh, Bell gets over the rumble strips. Car dances sideways. He gathers it right back up. The dirt racing prowess comes into action now as Christopher Bell gathers it back up a car length behind.
Christopher Bell's tires 2 laps better than Kyle Busch, and as they work their way out of turn 20, they flash across the stripe. Now just 7 laps to go.
And William Byron losing just a bit of ground to the 2 up front. Here comes Bell. He'll take a peek to the inside, get to the top of the hill. Turning left is Kyle Busch. He'll block Bell. Bell moves now to the outside. Now back to the inside. Kyle Busch every which way, hanging on to that race lead.
So line sensitive, isn't it, the S's? It's hard to pass, but Bell is trying every way around. He goes outside, then inside, looking at turn 3. Gets right at Busch's tire tracks here through turns 4 and 5. William Byron's going to be close again. Now Christopher Bell, he darts to Busch's right. Now he looks to his left, a diamond, that 6A corner. Gets right up to his rear bumper. Kyle Busch manages to tag the outside wall, but stays in the lead.
Kyle Busch doing all he can to hold that 20 car back. Down the back straight they come into turn 12. If either one of these 2 guys in front make a mistake, William Byron is going to drive right by him. He is right on their bumper now. Here comes Bell to the inside. Can't quite make the move. Now he will get alongside Kyle Busch. They get alongside for only a moment. Kyle Busch pulls back in front. We're down in turn 15 now. Here comes Bell one more time. Can't make the pass, but he challenged in both of those corners. And once again, William Byron closes in.
Let's see now if Christopher Bell or William Byron can set Kyle Busch up here on the exit of turn number 17. They go through the kink in 18. Not quite close enough to pounce. Christopher Bell maintains his spot. A good solid car length in arrears of race leader Kyle Busch. The trio up front stay that way to 20.
As they hit turn number 20, the only thing keeping Kyle Busch out front is the fact that he's been running near perfect laps. If he makes a mistake, Christopher Bell is going to be there. If they both make a mistake, William Byron could capitalize.
And Kyle Busch knows one thing about Christopher Bell. Bell will not go over the top to try to beat him. He's not going to wreck him to win this race, but he will try to beat him man to man off of turn number 1. And Tyler Reddick has got to be thinking, hey guys, hang on, I might make it a quartet.
As Christopher Bell looks to Kyle Busch's right, they go down the hill into the S's. They are too wide. They touch. There's smoke coming off of Busch's car. Bell has to back off and recoil again in turn 5 as William Byron closes right up to him. Bell had him. He's going to try him again here. Turn 6. He dives into the corner. Kyle Busch, though, smooth off of it, staying in the lead there, hoping that winless streak comes to an end.
Oh, Christopher Bell trying to make up a little bit of ground he might have lost there. Didn't really lose a whole lot. Into turn 12. About a half a car length back as they work their way through 12. Now up to 13. This is where Bell made a move earlier, and he got right alongside of Kyle Busch. Can't do it this time by. William Byron is right there, and you're right, Tyler Reddick is almost right in the middle of this fight as well. Down into 15. Here comes Christopher Bell. Side by side. He gets into Busch. They're side by side for the lead as they hit the bridge. Here comes William Byron.
Back to the corner. Kyle Busch maintains the lead. Then Christopher Bell puts the block on Byron. He goes on full court press now on the race leader, Kyle Busch. Can't make it happen. Kyle Busch making that black and gold Chevrolet very wide. Now off turn number 19 again, Christopher Bell. He's there. A quarter panel alongside, side by side for the lead.
As they work out of turn 20, heading on to the front stretch, Bell has the inside. A car length lead to the inside. Kyle Busch, though, tries to draw even as they head to 1.
Does the wily veteran have a move in hand in turn number 1? Let's see. Bell gets there first. He'll turn the car into the left. Kyle Busch can't get to his back bumper. Opens the outside lane to William Byron as those 3 run nose to tail.
So coming down the hill, Christopher Bell has taken the lead. Now it's 2 wide for second. William Byron and Kyle Busch as Bell scoots away through the S's. Move Byron now into the second spot over Busch. And here comes Tyler Reddick in 4th. fourth. It's a 3-car battle for second, almost a 4-car battle for the lead, but now given clean air into turn 6A. Bell almost misses a corner at 6A. He does. Here comes William Byron battling him for the lead.
Big mistake by Christopher Bell. Now we got ourselves a 4-car pack heading into turn number 12. Bell out front. Kyle Busch trying to fend off a challenge now by Tyler Reddick. William Byron says, just let me get to the inside. He tries to get to the inside in 13. Byron's going to get door to door with Christopher Bell. They stay locked together. Byron hits the dirt. Here comes Bell into 15 now. Christopher Bell making a hard left-hand corner. Once again, William Byron challenging now. Kyle Busch gets alongside the 24.
If you're not enjoying this one, I don't know what else to tell you. Christopher Bell has the lead. William Byron has second by a nose. Now Kyle Busch slips back. Tyler Reddick is there. Reddick will take over the number 3 spot. Kyle Busch backs away from the throttle. He'll fall in line and fall to the number 4 spot. It's Christopher Bell, the race leader.
Last year, Christopher Bell needed just a few more laps if he was going to beat eventual winner William Byron. Now with 4 laps to go, it's Bell in the lead. He's being chased by Byron, Reddick, and Kyle Busch.
Noah Gragson has used fresh tires to take over the 5th spot, half a straightaway back of the race leaders. Bell's lead now as he approaches turn number 1, down through the gears. Very cautious this time. That enables Byron to narrow that gap to 2 car lengths. Right behind him, it is still Tyler Reddick and Kyle Busch not out of this yet.
Still plenty of places to make mistakes here. Christopher Bell did on the last lap as soon as he got the lead, but he's kept it in check as he goes to the S's, down the hill now, downshifting to second gear, and eventually to first in 6A. It's Christopher Bell and William Byron, the last 2 winners. Tyler Reddick is third, and the guy with the 59 race winless streak, Kyle Busch, has fallen back to fourth. The leader exits 6B.
Christopher Bell now on the backstretch, giving these fans in this stadium part of the course a real thrill this afternoon. All 4 of these guys up front. Here's Bell into turn 12. Gets back through the gearbox, headed uphill to 13. Behind him by 3 car lengths is William Byron. Tyler Reddick is there as well. Kyle Busch now dropping back out of this 3-way battle for the lead. Down into turn number 15 they go. It's Christopher Bell up front in that 20 car. Half a car length back to the 24 car of William Byron. Then it's Tyler Reddick under the bridge.
It's Christopher Bell pedaling as hard as he can at the front of the field. He's got William Byron 4 car lengths behind. Then Tyler Reddick. All 3 drivers' cars skating all over the racetrack. Hard under braking now. Dirt flies in the air with the left side Goodyear's getting in the grass. Christopher Bell opens up another half car length in turn 20.
As they work onto the front stretch, 3 laps to go. Kyle Busch used everything up trying to hold off Christopher Bell. He's fading in the 4th spot as the leaders go back to 1.
William Byron in the rocking chair. He's right in the middle. He's got to play both offense and defense in these last couple of laps. He's trying to close the gap on Bell. At the same time, he's got to keep an eye on the rearview mirror because Tyler Reddick is waiting to just pounce if the opportunity presents.
Full shade on this part of the course now through turns 3, 4, and 5. Christopher Bell coming down the hill, makes the left-hander very smoothly in turn 3, right-hander at 4, over the rumble strips to the left at 5, and he's got about a 3-car length lead over Byron rather. Bell has the lead, and you gotta wonder if Byron is cooling his jets a little bit to make one last advance. There's just a couple of laps to go. Christopher Bell exits with the lead off 6B.
Here comes the 20 car down the backstretch. He'll work his way to the left now, over for turn number 12, down through the gearbox and back up. The gearbox kind of blows the corner a little bit in 12, not a little bit, a lot. He's opened the door once again for the 24 car to really attack here. Here comes Byron, and Reddick is right there ready to pounce if either one of these 2 make a mistake. Into 15, Bell can't hold his car at the bottom of the racetrack, but he manages to do so as they race up through the gearbox again to the EchoPark bridge.
Christopher Bell has worn the rear tires down. The back end of the car is loose. He's doing a masterful job of maintaining control. William Byron is there. Tyler Reddick is there. They stand on the brakes for the left-hand turn number 19. Bell will give up a little more as the car wiggles more. Here comes William Byron taking a peek to the inside.
Hearing Kyle Busch has an issue with the right rear after door slamming Christopher Bell. He is fading more, but right now Bell leads William Byron. 2 laps to go here at Circuit of the Americas.
Christopher Bell hanging on by his fingernails over William Byron. Byron will not put a wheel wrong. This time he takes a quick peek to the inside. Now goes to the high side, trying to confuse Bell as to which lane he might use in an effort to get around. Tyler Reddick just waiting for the opportunity.
And down the hill they come. William Byron trying to look at Christopher Bell again. Bell keeps him about a half car length behind. Byron trying anything left in his toolbox. He's going left and right, trying to find a way around Christopher Bell. Joe Gibbs Racing was winless the second half of last season. Christopher Bell in that JGR Toyota looking to go for 2 in a row here, but it's far from over as William Byron is right behind in the turn 6B.
The front three separated by only about a car length and a half. Here comes Bell once again into turn 12. It'll be Byron really bearing down on his bumper. Bell trying his best to not give up any ground. Tyler Reddick now going to try to make a move to the inside of William Byron. Can't make it happen. Nose to tail they go through 14. The leader drives down into number 15. A hard left-hand corner. Once again, Bell with a nice smooth move this time. Doesn't give up any ground to second or third to the bridge.
They make their way into turn number 16 here in Texas. If you've got anything left, it's time to shove the chips to the middle of the table and go all in. Right now, Christopher Bell has the lead. He maintains a car length and a half on William Byron. Same from Byron back to third place, Tyler Reddick. Everybody sizing each other up. Christopher Bell still the race leader.
He works his way through turn 20, hard left-hand turn, a lot of racetrack. He uses up on the outside. The white flag is out. Christopher Bell trying to hold on for one more lap.
Only 2 miles to go for C. Bell, but 15 treacherous turns to navigate. Down through the gearbox, fourth to third to second, now to first gear in turn 1. Half a car length back is Byron. Another half a car length back is Tyler Reddick.
Don't sleep on Tyler Reddick as they come down the hill through turn number 2. Reddick with the winner of this race 2 years ago. Byron the winner last year. They are chopping at the bit to get around Christopher Bell, who's leading, going through the S's right now. Bell has stretched it out to 2 car lengths over Byron. Let's see how Byron approaches turn 6A. He's going to get on the brakes harder. He's going to dive a little bit to the inside there, but Bell keeps him at bay. Again, still 2 car lengths to lead ahead. Third place is Tyler Reddick.
Christopher Bell, perhaps for the final time today, down the backstretch and into turn 12. We're getting ready to see if Rubbin is racing at COTA today. Here comes Christopher Bell up to 13. William Byron is in position. Can he get to the bumper? Will he get to the bumper? Will he move him? Close to doing it in turn number 13. Now down to 15. Once again, Byron's going to have a shot. He sets up to the outside. Bell holds the inside. Here comes Christopher Bell. And here comes William Byron. Tries to make a move underneath the bridge.
Byron is there. Tyler Reddick waits to see if these two take each other out. Chevrolet Toyota at the front of the field for the final time. They exit turn number 18. Under braking. William Byron goes to driver's right. He's going to try to cross over on the exit of 19. Bell is up to the challenge. Christopher Bell the leader, but here comes Byron in 20.
It's the final corner of the EchoPark Automotive Grand Prix. A Sooner trying to come to Austin to take away a trophy. Christopher Bell gets on the gas hard. He will win here at Circuit of the Americas. Christopher Bell will take the EchoPark Automotive Grand Prix. William Byron, your second place finisher, followed by Tyler Reddick.
A great finish here this afternoon. Christopher Bell comes on late and gets the victory that he missed out on barely a year ago. Chase Elliott, a man who made a late race pit stop, got fresh tires, drove all the way up to fourth. He passes Kyle Busch in the final corner on the last lap to finish fourth. Kyle Busch fifth. The rest of our top 10, Shane Van Gisbergen, Chris Buescher, Noah Gregson, Alex Bowman, and Todd Gilliland.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification from Austin. This is PRN, the Performance Racing Network.